This is the brand new Engwe Engine 3.0 Pro Boost, released just a few weeks ago, and after riding it non-stop ever since, I think Engwe finally fixed a lot of things that annoyed me on the older models. Let me show you. Hey, it's me, Martijn. I test smart, battery-powered products so you don't waste your money or time. And today we're looking at Engwe's latest e-bike. It's a completely updated foldable fat tire e-bike. It's also 100% legal here in Europe and in the UK. Engwe also claims a range of up to 130 kilometers, but as always I'll tell you my honest opinion on how it rides, the comfort and all the other stuff. Oh, and before I forget, the price. 1700 euros. That sounds like a lot, but luckily there's a coupon for 150 euros available in the video description, so go check it out after watching this video. Now, as usual with Engwe, it was really well prepared for shipping. So when I unboxed it, nothing was damaged and everything was well protected, and therefore assembly took me only 20 minutes with the usual steps. You first have to insert and fold the stem, then attach the handlebar and make sure the bolts are tightened. Insert the front wheel and lock it as well. And then there are just a few things left. For example, insert the seat post. We have to fix the mudguards. Installing the rear rack along with the lights. And lastly, the pedals. Pump the fat tires to around 20 psi, tighten everything and you're good to go. One of the many major changes compared to the older models is the external battery placement. This is big. Older Engwe models had the battery hidden inside the frame, which looks very neat, but sometimes a bit awkward to pull out. Now the 48-volt 15Ah battery sits on the outside and removes in literally 2 seconds. Click, done, and go charge it on or off the bike. The second major change is the upgraded suspension. Much more travel and a lot more comfort. And all the pivot points now have bearings instead of simple bolts. And this makes the whole bike feel tighter and more premium. Now next up is the spoked wheels instead of cast max. I love this. It rides smoother, absorbs bumps better and feels more bike-like. The 3.5-inch display is of a nice size, but it's still of the standard TFT type display. It's bright and easy to read, but the angles aren't the best. There's an app as well that lets you track rides, turn on or off the lights and lock or unlock the bike. And the most interesting feature is the ability to track your bike through GPS. Now other bikes have a subscription model built around it, but Engwe not, so that's a big plus. We discussed a lot of the major changes compared to the older models, but let's have a quick look what else you get for 1700 euros and the major changes. Let's start with the motor and legality. There's a 250 watt rear hub motor that's maxed at 25 kilometers an hour, and Engwe locked this model, so there's no menu to unlock it anymore. And that's a big thing that makes this a 100% road legal e-bike. The second thing I want to discuss is the torque sensor. This is what makes the biggest difference and feels so much more premium. You push the pedals, you instantly get power. It feels natural, smooth and way better than the old cadence sensors. Point 3. Fast charging. It's really fast. Engwe packed it with an 8 amp fast charger and my battery topped in about 2 hours. For a 15 amp hour pack, that's crazy and blew my mind. Now, brakes are of course super important and it's well arranged, as well as the gears, so that's number 4. There are some very strong hydraulic brakes with nice modulation, and in my stopping test I managed to come to a full halt in less than 4 meters, coming in at 25 kilometers an hour. The 7-speed shifter from Shimano is smooth right out of the box. And then we come to the last 3 points. First of all, lights. There's a bright front and rear light, and the brake light responds to braking. Super convenient. And as mentioned before, it's foldable, the second to last point. This whole bike folds, and yes, it's heavy, 35 kilograms. It's doable, but preferably you only need to do it occasionally. And lastly, the rider fit. Good to know, I'm 1,88 m and it's comfortable for me. Plenty of adjustment on the bars and saddle. Now let's talk how it rides, and I can honestly tell you, this is the most comfortable Engwe e-bike I've ever ridden. The suspension is great, there's wide bars, thick tires, but now road biased. And on top of that, ergonomic grips. The bike feels stable, planted and surprisingly quiet. Good to know there are multiple assist levels. They range from 1 to 5. In short, all the assist levels feels meaningful thanks to the torque sensor. Level 1 already gives you decent support, and for me level 3 is the sweet spot. But if you want to go straight to 25 km an hour, hit that assist level 5. Of course, we also have to discuss how it performs on hills. Now, we live in the flattest country on earth over here, so I took some small hills in the park and some bridges to give you some idea of how it's performing. On the hill test that I could do, as far as we have those here in Holland, even assist level 2 felt good when using the boost button. So if you need a little bit of extra support, set it to assist level 5 and press the boost button. You go straight to 25 km an hour up a steep climb. Honestly, for the hills and bridges we have here in Holland, it's a great performing bike considering it's a road legal e-bike with 250 watts. There's a nice gravel road around here as well, so I took it over there for a spin and I'm actually surprised how well it handled this road. So the tires are rolling very quietly and there's enough grip for trails. The rear motor stays smooth and the upgraded suspension really helps here to smooth out the smallest bumps. And most of you are probably interested in the battery and the range, and Engwe claims, as mentioned before, up to 130 kilometers. Now, I personally never ride in assist level 1 because that's how they claimed 130 kilometers, but for the road conditions here in Holland, the weather right now, almost at freezing point and with my weight in level 3, realistically, around 75 kilometers is achievable. So in short, here's what I liked. The torque sensor, the upgraded suspension, the road biased tires, super clean frame design, fast charging, the climbing ability, comfortable for taller riders, battery access, spoke wheels, and the rear rack is strong. Nothing is perfect, but it comes pretty close, so here are the points to improve on. Of course, it's heavy, a bulky folder, and although you cannot unlock the bike anymore, which is perfect for Holland and the UK, there are countries that don't care in the EU about unlocking possibilities, so this is taken away from you. The app to me feels a bit functional, it's like a white label product and nothing amazing. The big final question is therefore, should you buy it? If you want a comfortable, power-feeling, fully legal fat tire foldable e-bike with fast charging and great hill performance, this is easily and definitely the best e-bike they've made. It feels more premium, more refined and much more natural to ride than previous models. For 1,700 euros, it's a great package as long as you can handle and deal with the weight. Now, if you want to see all the other Engwe videos I've made, I'll put them on the screen over here for you to check out because we've reached the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. So I'll see you in the next one.